Hey everybody, I'm starting a channel called Paychecks to Peace because I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, and the first thing that I wanted to try and do was just be brutally honest with myself and do a debt confession. So to keep myself somewhat accountable, I wanted to bring this to y'all. So you can see I have listed everything, smallest to largest. Just for some context, I am married. I'm 31 years old, and we have 3 children between the ages of 9 and 16. We are a dual income household, and these debts are both mine and my husband's. So this is our household debt. So I'm just going to move the paper back one by one, and we're going to walk it through. So the first one that I have is a pay in 4 through Sezzle. It will actually be paid off tomorrow. So that is for $57.88. The next one I have is an Affirm account. It is for an Amazon purchase, and I owe $191.73. And that just reminds me that in the context of being brutally honest with myself and being accountable, some of these accounts I pulled off of our credit report. They are collections from years ago, but I do want to attempt to try and pay those off to not only help our credit score, but because we did, take out the amount. So again, another Amazon Affirm account owing $250.90. And then next, we have a Capital One account. You're going to see several Capital One accounts listed here. Again, they are mine and my husband's. So this one is $282.28 that we owe. The next one, I'm going to scoot this up a little bit because my paper's getting in my way. The next one, we owe $300.28. And the next one, we owe $304.64. You'll see that a lot of our accounts are not necessarily large accounts. We've just got a lot of accounts. Next, we have another Capital One account for $317.74. So you can see we've racked up cards. We've got another Amazon Affirm account for $419.82, and a care credit from a dental procedure that my daughter had done years ago. It is at $431.77. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. It looks like it's kind of blurry. Let me just fix that. Next, we have a portfolio account for $431.89. This is one of those collections accounts I was talking about. And then we have Afterpay, $439.80, so another pay in 4 account. Mission Lane, $456.13. Zip Pay, more pay in 4. I have a problem with pay in 4. Zip Pay is $463.17. Capital One, $496.53. Going back to this pay in 4s, my mentality has been, it's just so much easier to pay $15 once every 2 weeks than it is to pay $60. But I've got to be honest with myself in the fact that those payments do add up. So then moving on, we've got another Capital One account for $500.83. We've got First National for $551. Navy Federal for $563.67. Both of these accounts, again, are old accounts. So we're not currently making payments on them, other than, as we can. A CKS, that's $571, and then a Lane Bryant account that I owe $589 on. So, shocker, I said we have a lot of accounts, so we're going to flip the page. And I'm going to ditch that piece of paper because it's just in my way. I have PayPal. It's $659.50. That's more paying for. Most of that is for my daughter's contacts. Portfolio, $675.08. And I'm just going to cover that up as if you haven't already seen it. But we've got two Credit One accounts, one for $705.23 and another for $753.37. Indigo account for $871.91. Destiny for $991.63. We've got Milestone for $1,010.69. Mission Bank for $1,024.56. Fortiva, $1,468.95. Progressive, $1,697.23. Now, this Progressive is Progressive Leasing. It's a relatively new account. We're still within the 90 days to pay it off early. So, if we don't pay it off in September, then that amount will increase. Then we have Fortiva, another Fortiva account. This is for some furniture we bought. It's $2,348.12. Then you got the two big ones. Nelnet, that's my student loans. That's $9,636.73. And then my car loan is $26,175. So grand total, $55,638.06 that myself and my husband have gotten into over the last, let's say we've been married almost 12 years to 11 and a half years. So this is mostly all accrued over that time frame. Our youngest daughter was born premature, so there was a lot of expenses with that, and so other things just got put on the back burner or put on these cards. So I look forward to sharing some of this journey with y'all. Please, please, please be nice in the comments. I understand that a lot of this was dumb and I don't have to be in this amount of debt if I made more financially responsible decisions, but I did just kind of want to hold myself accountable. And as we start to kind of pay off this debt, we've got to make a plan. But I hope to take y'all along on this journey. So thanks so much for watching. Leave me some encouragement in the comments, please, because this is really hard for me. But I do want to move forward in not being paycheck to paycheck, but instead having financial peace. So I look forward to talking with y'all soon. Bye.